Greg Hennis alongside the boxer, Jimmy Maher, and we are back at the Auto Outlet of PA. 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in the heart of Ben Salem. And boxer, whether you're in Pennsylvania, whether you're in Delaware, whether you're down at the shore or anywhere else in New Jersey, or even for that matter, up in the mountains in the Lehigh Valley, the Auto Outlet of PA is right smack in the middle of the Delaware and the Lehigh Valleys. Am I right, boxer?
You're correct, Greg. We're so easy to get to. Jersey, all you got to do is come up. You can take the Burlington-Bristol Bridge to Route 13. We're right off of Route 13. You can take the Tacony-Pomar Bridge to 95, 95 to Woodhaven. We're right off of Woodhaven. Delaware, take 95 all the way up to Woodhaven. We're right here. My Philly customers, there's no excuses. South Philly, West Philly, North Philly, take 95 or take the Boulevard. We're right next to Franklin Mills Mall. We're one exit away from Franklin Mills Mall, Greg. We're too easy to get to. All you got to do is call the number, make an appointment, and get up here.
Now, what if you're down in the first state of Delaware? How easy is it to get here to the Auto Outlet of PA for our friends in Delaware?
It's very easy. Just take 95 all the way to Woodhaven. Get off on Woodhaven. We're your first exit on your right, Route 13. When you get off on that exit, you're looking straight at the dealership.
And what about our friends up in the Lehigh Valley? How easy are we to find, boxer?
We're super easy to find. All you got to do is take the Turnpike. You can take the Turnpike to Route 1, take Route 1 to Woodhaven. It's that easy, Greg.
Now, let's talk about some easy things. Number one here, boxer, at the Auto Outlet of PA, you guys have some staples. Number one of your staples, the staple that everybody knows about, is your $6,000 cash for trash program that you have with your trade-in event. If somebody is hearing about it today, tell us how that works.
Listen, Greg, it's as simple as this, and just in case they don't understand, it's $6,000 for any trade. Any trade-in is $6,000. Any condition, any make, any model, any miles, any year, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it runs. It doesn't matter if it has no tires, if it has no doors. It doesn't matter, Greg. It's $6,000 for any car, regardless of the condition, for your trade-in.
And it's that easy.
It's that easy.
And no matter what if they can't get the vehicle here because it doesn't run? Even if it's sight unseen, is it still worth $6,000?
Still worth $6,000.
$6,000. $6,000. $6,000. $6,000.
Cash for your trash trade-in event.
Now, boxer, let's talk about your inventory, and then we're going to find out how you could do these kind of prices that you're talking about. Number one, inventory. Tell me about your inventory. Is this inventory that you would find at, major franchise stores as far as pre-owned? Is this the type of inventory you carry?
That's 100%, Greg. All my cars I carry are the same cars you would see at a new car dealership or a bigger dealership. All my cars are newer, lower miles. They're inspected. They're beautiful cars. I mean, I carry 2012s, 13s, 14s, 15s, 16s. I even have 17s, Greg. I got 17s on the lot with 2,000 miles on them. So you don't usually see those cars at a used car lot, but we carry them because we're doing something different than a lot of used car dealerships aren't doing. We're carrying the cars that all the big franchises carry. But the reason that we're cheaper is because our overhead is not as big. If you go to a new car dealership, they might have $500,000 in expenses a month. I'm nowhere near that. I'm not even a quarter of that. So I'm able to sell the car at a cheaper price to a customer who's going to benefit from it because I don't have the overhead. I don't need to make $5-6 grand like these new car dealerships on every car. We don't need to make that. We're here just to sell cars, move a lot of cars a month, and really help the people out.
So what you're really saying is not only do you have really nice inventory, you have all the newer vehicles, but in addition to that, your prices are really kind of like bare bones pricing, where you've cut them down. You've gotten rid of all the extra stuff on the pricing, and you're really able to offer it because of your low overhead, because of the way you do business here on the Bristol Pike right here in Ben Salem. You were able to offer those cars at a fraction of the cost. Is that correct, boxer?
That's correct, Greg. We don't have the overhead. We don't need to make as much as those dealerships. It's simple. I mean, if you think about it, if you go to a brand new car dealership and it's a huge dealership, you're paying for those light bills. You're paying for those big fancy buildings. You're paying for that when you buy a car from them. When you come to me, I'm a smaller lot. I don't have the overhead, but I carry the same kind of cars. And the reason I do that is because I can sell it at a cheaper price and give the customers more for their money.
And $6,000 cash for the trash trade-in event. That doesn't hurt.
Nobody can do that, and I'm gonna tell you why they can't do the $6,000 for the trade. They can't over-allow on a trade when they got those kind of expenses. They can't do it. I can do it because I can take a loss on the wholesale end and take a loss and be fine. They can't do that.
$6,000, $6,000, $6,000, $6,000.
Cash for your trash trade-in event.
Boxer, right behind us, there's a sign. It says guaranteed credit approval. Are you talking about having programs on the table that can get people approved no matter what their credit situation? Maybe they've been through a divorce. Maybe they've been through a bankruptcy, foreclosure, college loan, slow pay, no pay, past medical bills. Boxer, are you talking about having programs where folks in those situations, maybe they've had some peaks and valleys, and they've had some valleys that have caused them to have credit problems? Do you have programs for those people?
Listen, Greg, we got programs for everybody. Bad credit, no credit, good credit. For the bad credit out there, I got guaranteed credit approvals. That means when you come in here, no matter what, you will be approved on a vehicle, no matter what. Absolute 100% approval. I can show you the approval number with your name on it. You will be approved. Now, for my other customers that went through bankruptcies, you're guaranteed approval. My customers that have had a repo, you're guaranteed credit approval. For my customers that have, mediocre credit, maybe okay credit, I got perfect scenarios for them as well. I can get you interest rates as low as possible for those customers. My good credit customers, I can get interest rates as low as 0.9, Greg.
On a good car?
On a used car, I can get as low as 0.9 with good credit. So we got something for everybody. For the folks out there, maybe they're looking for a first-time car for their son. We're the perfect place to come to. Maybe they're looking for a car for themselves. Maybe they want a 17 Nissan Rogue. I have them. Maybe you want a 17 Nissan Fusion. I have them. Maybe you want a pickup truck. I'm huge on pickup trucks, especially here in Bensalem. I got more pickup trucks than a lot of the new car dealerships. The reason is because I stock 4 pickup trucks, and for those customers, I got Fords, I got Chevys, I got GMCs, I got Nissan, I got all the pickup trucks you can imagine, crew cabs, quad cabs, extended cabs. I got 6-foot beds, 8-foot beds. I just sold a dually the other day, a 3500 dually HD diesel. So I have the trucks for all the customers out there that are looking for a pickup truck. We have the trucks.
So not only do you have the trucks, Boxer, not only are they discounted, but you have the guaranteed credit approval programs. You have the $6,000 cash for your trash trading event. Now here's the deal. All of these offers are on the table right now, which means all day Thursday,
all day Friday,
through the close of business Saturday, you are going to have the ability to get yourself a great vehicle at a great price, discounted pricing because of the low overhead. In addition to that, $6,000 cash for your trash. In addition to that, guaranteed credit approval. Now the question we have for you, Boxer, if they get here Wednesday, if they get here Thursday, Friday, or through the close of business Saturday, where do they need to go to come see the Boxer, save a lot of money, get $6,000 cash for their trash, and guaranteed credit approval? Where do they need to head, Boxer?
You got to come to the Auto Outlet of PA, 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in Bensalem. We're the only person giving you $6,000 for your trade, regardless of the condition.
And how does the Boxer say $6,000 cash for your trash?
That's $6,000! $6,000! $6,000 cash for your trade, regardless of the condition, trade-in event. So get in your trade and bring it here and get out in a new vehicle, Greg.
And come see the Boxer right here at the Auto Outlet of PA, 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in the heart of Bensalem.
$6,000, $6,000, $6,000, $6,000.
Cash for your trash trade-in event.
All right, Boxer, so here's the deal. It's one thing to say you have great prices. Am I right? That's one thing to say it, right?
That's correct.
It's another thing to talk about the $6,000 cash for your trash, right?
That's correct.
It's another thing to put your money where your mouth is. So, here's the challenge, Boxer. We are going to show right now just a small sampling of some of the inventory here at the Auto Outlet of PA. But not only are we going to show it, but folks say, well, what is the monthly payment? So, Boxer, you're going to show some cars, and you're going to put out some payments on these cars. So what is coming up first?
Listen, Greg, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you 3 cars, an SUV, and a pickup truck. A little sample for everybody out there, whether you're looking for a car, a pickup truck, or an SUV, Greg. Now, the payments, you cannot beat these payments, Greg.
So not only are you going to give folks a great car, newer car, right?
Correct.
$6,000 cash for your trash, but you're going to give them a low payment. Am I right?
That's $6,000 for your trade and a low payment, Greg.
Or a low payment and
$6,000 for your trade.
$6,000, $6,000, $6,000, $6,000.
Cash for your trash trading event.
no matter which way you slice it up, it's going to be a great deal.
100%.
All right, so what are we looking at here first, Boxer? Bring it on up.
Coming up first, Greg, what we got is a 2015 Ford Fiesta. Nice little sedan, 4 doors, alloy wheels, power everything. 2015, Greg, you cannot beat this car. I'm going to tell you why. The payment on this vehicle, $99.
Whoa. This is a 2015 Ford Fiesta. Boxer, did you just say $99 a month?
That's $99 a month, and you're driving a 2015 Ford Fiesta. Nobody's doing it better than this, Greg. $99 a month.
And you're getting the $6,000 cash for your trash.
That's $6,000 for your cash for your trade, no matter what.
And a $99 a month payment.
And $99 a month, Greg.
Ladies and gentlemen, where are you? New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware. It's $99 a month. It's right here at the Auto Outlet of PA. 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in the heart of Ben Salem. Okay, so that's a 15 Ford Fiesta. How about a 15 Kia Rio?
Listen, Greg, 2015 Kia Rio, power everything. Listen to me when I tell you this. You're not going to believe it, Greg. You're not going to believe this.
All right, so it's a 15 Kia Rio.
15 Kia Rio.
Now, we realized we just showed a vehicle at $99 a month. So, Boxer, what are we doing on this one?
$99 a month, Greg.
Whoa! So wait a minute. We're talking about not only one vehicle that we can show right now at $99 a month, but you're talking about the deuce?
2 cars, $99 a month, Greg. You cannot beat that.
And let me just make sure. In addition to that, still $6,000, Boxer?
Listen, let me say it loud and clear, Greg. $6,000 cash for your trash, trade-in event, all goes along with it, Greg.
Now, let me just ask you a question, okay? No offense here, okay? You had a lot of boxing matches over time, right?
That's correct.
Now, you think maybe you got hit a little too hard on one of those to do a payment like this? I mean, maybe you had a concussion. Maybe you're imagining this $99 a month.
Maybe that's true, but guess what? The best part of it is it's just benefiting the customer. So me getting hit hard drops down the prices for you.
Now we're showing a 2014 Fiesta from Ford. Boxer, tell me about this car.
Listen, Greg, power everything, alloy wheels, beautiful, white car, nice, compact sedan, good on gas, perfect for a first-time driver, perfect for the customer out there just wants a good gas saver to get back and forth from work, to do whatever they have to do. This is the perfect car, Greg. And when I tell you it's a sedan, it's a 4-door, it's beautiful. This is the car. Let me tell you this. You want to hear the best part, Greg?
I do.
$99 a month.
No, wait a minute, Boxer. You said you were going to give some examples of great payments. I mean, these aren't examples. These are giveaways.
These are giveaways, Greg. That's $99 a month, and you cannot beat that for a sedan. Phone payments are higher than $99 a month. Do you know how low $99 a month is? That's cable bills are more than $99 a month. This is the car. This is the payment. This is the time to get out of your trade. And let's face it, $6,000 for your trade, it doesn't matter whether it's
That's
worth
a deal in
$1.
itself.
It is. It doesn't matter if it's worth $1 or if it's worth $5. We're giving you $6,000
With no restrictions.
no restrictions.
And $99 a month on this car.
$99 a month.
Now, I got to ask you a question. Let me ask this guy here. Now, Felix, I just heard Jimmy say, and I've had this allergy, so I make sure I want to hear things right. Did he just say this car, the car before, and the car before that, $99 a month?
That's right, Greg. Just $99 a month. I couldn't believe it neither.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, come on in. It's the Auto Outlet of PA, 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in the heart of Ben Salem. All right, Boxer. Now, we get into something a little bit bigger. How about a 2014 Mazda? I believe this is the CX-5.
Listen, Greg, 2014 Mazda CX-5 all-wheel drive, black on black, power everything, alloy wheels, Bluetooth. It's got everything, Greg. Not to mention all-wheel drive for the customers out there in the wintertime that struggle to get to work. This is the SUV for you. You got plenty of room in the back for all your kids' sports needs and everything like that. This car is beautiful black on black. And like I said, Greg, you cannot beat this for a mid-size crossover SUV. This is the one, Greg. I'm telling you right now, this is the SUV, and the payment on this, Greg, you're not going to believe.
All right, Boxer, so here's what we know. It's a 2014 Mazda CX-5.
All-wheel drive.
And it's an SUV.
Correct.
So let me just take a guess. This baby's got to be about $250 a month.
Negative, Greg.
It's not $250 a
No.
month. All right, let me guess. How about $225 a month?
No.
How about $199 a month?
No.
All right. How about $175 a month? That's it. Greg,
that's it. $175 a month. You get yourself a crossover SUV, all-wheel drive, black on black, alloy wheels, power everything, perfect SUV for any family out there or anybody that wants an SUV that's all-wheel drive to make sure they can get to work on time in those winter days.
Now, Boxer, who's doing an SUV at $175 a month along with no restrictions at $6,000 cash for your trash trade-in event along with guaranteed credit approval? Who in the world brings it all together?
Only at the Auto Outlet of PA, Greg. 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in Bensalem. I'm telling you right now, get down here and get yourself a car.
And save yourself a lot of money with a payment at $175 a month on that SUV. That's saving a lot of money. All right, Boxer, now let's put you to the challenge. Here's what we know. We know that the Auto Outlet of PA has a tremendous truck inventory. Tremendous. We also know that they are among the trucks or among the biggest selling vehicles you have here at the dealership. Am I right?
That's correct.
And we also know that I think you might have had a concussion, but that's a different story because these payments we're talking about are crazy. Now, here is the deal. This is a 2011 Chevrolet Silverado. Now, I want you to pay close attention. What does that say on the side right there on the back tail box?
That would be Z71, Greg.
Now, before you get yourself into trouble here, let me just remind you of this. The folks at home realize that you're in the business to sell cars. You got to keep the light bill on. And this car here, this truck here, is a loaded up truck. It's got the Z71. So that means the price, you can't give this away, Boxer.
That's correct, Greg. And for anybody out there, Z71 package changes the whole dimension of the suspension. It has a lot of different options that come with it. But this is a 2011 Silverado Z71 four-wheel drive crew cab pickup truck. Listen, Greg, this one's got the step-ups. This one's got the alloy wheels. It's got the bigger tires. It's got the bed liner. It's got a full four-door. It's got power everything. It's got the chrome mirrors. This truck in white is beautiful, Greg. And for all the customers out there that want a pickup truck, this is the time to get a pickup truck. Now is the time at the Auto Outlet of PA to come get a pickup truck. And I must remind you, I got Chevys. I got Fords. I got Dodges. I got GMCs. I got all the trucks, Greg. But this truck right here, you're not going to believe the payment that you could be driving a 2011 Z71 package truck for, Greg.
All right, $399 a month.
Wrong.
$375 a month.
Wrong.
$350 a month.
Wrong again, Greg.
Lower?
Lower.
$325.
Lower.
$300.
$299 a month, Greg.
Whoa! What was that, Boxer?
That's $299 a month, Greg. $299 to drive a four-wheel drive Z71 Silverado. It doesn't get any better than a Chevy. Listen, Greg, this is the truck. Now's the time. $299 a month.
And I suppose you're going to give them $6,000 cash for their trash as well, right? You're going to do $299 and $6,000 cash for your trash and guaranteed credit approval regardless. You're going to do it all?
We're going to do it all. Guaranteed credit approval, $6,000 for your trade, $299 a month. We're were going crazy. I might have got hit too much, Greg, but it doesn't matter. Now is the time at the Auto Outlet of PA, 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in Bensalem. Come get yourself a cheap payment with a nice car.
Now, just to make sure I don't get in trouble and you don't get in trouble, when they come in and ask for the $299 a month, Silverado, they ask for the $6,000 cash for the trash trade-in event. When they ask for guaranteed credit approval, who should we say sent them?
You can only ask for one person, and it doesn't matter. You ask for Jimmy the Boxer.
Jimmy the Boxer, he's going to make it happen. Where at, Boxer?
Auto Outlet of PA, 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in Bensalem.
$6,000, $6,000, $6,000, $6,000.
Cash for your trash trade-in event.
All right, Boxer, I'm really excited. You know why I'm really excited?
Why's that, Greg?
Because I brought you back here deliberately. I have finally found probably 2 vehicles today that you have not or will not give $6,000 cash for your trash for because they are in too bad of condition. This vehicle here, I bet you did not give somebody $6,000 cash for the trash for that vehicle.
Listen, Greg, I'm gonna make this a little simple for you. Sean, come here. Come here.
Hey, it's a Levittown specialist.
Levittown specialist, baby.
He loves this. He loves this.
Listen, Sean, this car here, he was a salesperson on it. Did you trade this vehicle in?
Yes, I did.
All right, Sean, so this vehicle here, probably, my guess is probably the first one we've seen because it's so bad that you couldn't have possibly given $6,000 for it, right?
Probably nothing. We give $6,000 for any car. We gave him $6,000 for this car as
Whoa,
well.
whoa, whoa, whoa. You let him, Boxer?
Greg, when I tell you there's no restrictions, I mean there's no restrictions.
That junk, you gave him $6,000.
$6,000.
And he let you.
Yes, sir.
And you didn't like feel funny about it? I mean, that car's not worth $6,000.
We've seen many like them, and we'll see many more of them. So it's not a problem at all.
All right, well, Boxer, can we go up here? There's something else I want you to see. All right, so we see this. You gave them $6,000. Boxer, I mean, you like living on the edge. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Listen, Greg, we're taking junk cars
Look
off
at
the
this.
street. We're taking junk cars off the street, and we're putting them into we're turning them into money for customers to purchase another vehicle. Greg, there's nothing better than that. Taking these junk off the street and putting them in a reliable, newer vehicle that is going to last them 10, 15, 20 years.
All right, now, cameraman, Mr. G, come right over here. I know this is kind of crazy. Boxer, step aside. He needs to get in here. Now, what is that right there? He's going to show right on the side of this car. Is that a battery exposed?
That's the battery, Greg. This vehicle here was a customer from Delaware, okay, that actually totaled his car out. He had seen our commercial. The next day, he totaled his car out. He came in, he actually rented a U-Haul and a trailer and towed this vehicle from Delaware all the way down here, Greg.
And is that duct tape?
And this, it is duct tape.
And you didn't give him $6,000 for this?
Listen, Greg, we absolutely gave him $6,000 for it.
No.
Now, let me tell you something. He came down here, towed it down here, rented a trailer, rented a U-Haul, no questions asked. He came down here and he got $6,000 for his trade, Greg. He totaled this car out. Look at this car. It's completely totaled out.
$6,000.
He got $6,000.
Who?
Tell you why.
What salesman put that deal together?
Listen, my salesperson, Sam Brown, put this deal together, Greg. But let me tell you something. This car, he didn't have, obviously it's an 04 Lincoln Town car. He didn't have full coverage. He had liability.
Oh.
So when he got into the accident,
Oh.
they replaced the person's car that he hit, but they didn't replace his car.
He was in trouble.
He was in trouble. He had no car. His car's totaled. You can't drive this down the road.
No.
There's no lights.
Not street legal for sure.
For sure. But what he did was he drove all the way from Delaware, hour and a half, and he got $6,000 for this and got himself in a 2015 Cadillac ATS.
Oh.
Great.
Stepping it on up.
Fully loaded. He went from this to a Cadillac ATS. Now you tell me if you can get any better than that.
You can't. So, Boxer, that vehicle there, that really bad one back there, even one that was on fire that was traded in, that had been burnt to a crisp, you gave every one of those people with no restrictions at least $6,000.
100%.
Now, Boxer, just between me and you, we could forget the cameras there. Has there been ever a vehicle traded here when you've run this promotion that you have not given at least $6,000 cash for your trash traded in toward the purchase of another vehicle?
Greg, you tell me. You look at this. You tell me
You can't get the hood up.
if it can get any worse than this, Greg.
Not
It
much.
cannot get worse.
Maybe missing an end. Look at that.
Cannot get worse than this. There's no bumper. There's no fender. The hood is mangled. The back won't even close because because the back's hit, because it was a front accident, a back accident. The trunk won't even close. You can't get no worse than this. Not to mention, it has 170,000 miles on it. It was worth nothing. Even if it was put together, it wasn't worth $6,000. And on top of it, this is proof that no matter what your vehicle looks like, you don't have to ask me if I'm going to take it or not. I'm going to take it. If I took this, I'm going to take anything out there, Greg.
$6,000, $6,000, $6,000, $6,000.
Cash for your trash trade-in event.
Now, Boxer, here at the Auto Outlet of PA, not only do you have the selection, not only do you have the nice vehicles at a discounted price because you don't have the overhead, but you have the $6,000 cash for your trash. You have the guaranteed credit approval, but you also have a great staff of people that work really hard to get people down the road. Am I right, Boxer?
That's 100%. From my salespeople to my finance to my lot guys to everything, Greg. We got a really good crew here. And like I said, our overhead is so low, we're able to do these things. A lot of people out there wonder how. That's how. My overhead is super low. These other guys you see on TV, they can't do it. Their overhead is too much. These new car dealerships, they have too much going on. They can't do it. So why not benefit and come to see Jimmy the Boxer and let me put you in a newer car, a nice car with low miles. Like I said before, I got 17s with 3,000 miles on them, Greg. You can't beat that and get $6,000 for your trade. I just showed you what my trades look like that I'm trading in. You can't get no worse than this. I don't care what your car looks like. I don't care if it runs. I don't care what condition it's in. You cannot get any worse than this, Greg. And this is the time to trade your car in and get you a nice car for the summertime and for the next 10 years, Greg.
And by the way, when you hear us talk about no restrictions, $6,000 cash for your trash trade-in event with no restrictions, that is proof, what we call the duct tape special, that no restrictions is really in full effect. Now, Joe, come over here for a minute. This is one of the guys that loves the events. This guy here, Jimmy, loves the sales.
Correct.
He loves the fact that you have cars that you could sell for $99 a month that are 15 vehicles. I mean, he loves it, don't you, Joe?
Absolutely. Makes it easy for me to get them on the road.
Tell the folks at home why they want to come to this dealership and ask for you.
You want to come to the dealership and ask for me because I'm going to work hard and get you in the car that you need at the payment you need, like you saw earlier on the commercial with the cars coming by for $99 a month and so forth.
Now, if somebody trades a vehicle like this, Joe, do you have trouble looking at them and saying, I'm going to give you $6,000 for that? Do you have to check with Jimmy, or is it just automatic? Is it really that easy?
Not at all. We don't even have to check it. It doesn't even have to be here. If you can't get it here, bring your title with you, something that we can look at the VIN number, at least pull it up in our system, and, we'll find out a way to get it down here.
$6,000, $6,000, $6,000, $6,000.
Cash for your trash trade-in event.
This other guy, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. We've got Felix over here. Come on over here, Felix. He wants to say something. Now, tell us something about Felix that we don't know there, Boxer.
Let me
Philly guy.
Yeah, he's a Philly guy, but listen, he will work hard to get the deal done. He'll work with you. He'll help get you through the paperwork process, get all your paperwork figured out, help you find a car you want that you like, that you want, that you feel comfortable with, that's going to fit your family. It's simple as that.
Felix, you were hearing some of these prices that we were talking about earlier on some of these vehicles, these cars and SUVs and trucks. What do you think about the promotion that's going on right now through the close of business Saturday with car payments like that, $6,000 cash for your trash, and the guaranteed credit approval? What do you think of that, Felix? Look at the folks and tell them.
Well, I think it's great. I'm really looking forward to putting people in cars that they want and getting them payments at that $99, at $199. That's crazy.
$6,000, $6,000, $6,000, $6,000.
Cash for your trash trade-in event.
So, Felix, thank you for coming.
Yep, my pleasure, Greg.
And as for Felix, all right, Boxer, so here's the deal. Last 30 seconds, tell us what's on the table between now and the close of business Saturday. You're on for 30 seconds.
Listen, of course you know me. It's $6,000 for your trade, regardless of the condition. It doesn't matter. We got the guaranteed credit approvals, so it doesn't matter what your credit looks like. Repos, bankruptcies, slow pays, no pays, it doesn't matter, guys. All you got to do is call the number on the screen, make an appointment, come see Jimmy the Boxer. Let me take you out of the cars that look like that and put you in a nicer vehicle. And not only that, let me put you in something where you can afford the payment, where the payment is lower than your phone bill, where the payment is lower than your cable bill, where the payment is lower than your electric bill. That's what we're doing. Nicer cars at a low payment, Greg. Only at the Auto Outlet of PA, 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in Ben Salem. Come see Jimmy the Boxer.
And remember, $6,000 cash for your trash. Just like that. right here at the Auto Outlet of PA, 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in the heart of Bensalem. Come see the boxer, Jimmy Maher. I'm Greg Hennis. We'll be here waiting for you at the Auto Outlet of PA. Remember, low payment, $6,000 cash for your trash, and guaranteed credit approval through the close of business Saturday at the Auto Outlet of PA.
$6,000, $6,000, $6,000, $6,000.
Cash for your trash trade-in event.
Advantage Broadcasting. Move ahead.